Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the Roundup. Myself, Logan Sama, guiding you through the last 7 days of exciting tournament results from around the four corners of the FGC globe. Thank you so much to everyone who's been getting involved already in 2023. We've got so much great content to come for you, so many plans in the pipeline. So make sure you're subbed already. Hit that button below this video, like, and of course, comment below as well. Let us know about which events are coming up that you would like us to see. Right, let's not delay any further and get into our first big event of the week. This week, it was all about Genesis. One of the most prestigious Smash majors in the world went down in San Jose, California. Genesis is a tournament full of surprise. Every top 8 is filled with unexpected faces and players that dig their way through the incredible field through to the finals. Last year, we had J-Mook, a Sheik player from NYC who managed to grind his way through and make it to grand finals. After finishing second, he attended many tournaments throughout the rest of the year without managing to close out that big win that eluded him, until now. After eliminating Zayn, best player in the world, in winner's semi-final in a close 3-2 set, he ran through Moki and IBDW 3-0 and 3-1 respectively to secure victory. And if the win was not already legendary enough, it is even historic, as J-Mook is the first player in the world after 21 years of competition to win a super major by playing solo Sheik. On a side note, Moki and IBDW did have a breakout performance. The first one finishing third, beating Hungry Box, IBW and Plup. And the latter made an insane losers run after losing to Moki, beating Amsa, Toussaint, Zayn, Plup, and taking revenge over Moki to end his run in grand finals against J-Mook. There was so much going on over the weekend for Melee that we could talk about it for ages, but let's be said, Genesis delivered the best opening of a new season of competition for Smash Melee. Just as exciting was the ultimate competition, and it's all about one word: fifth. And no, we're not talking about fifth place. This is the fifth time that MK Leo has now secured a Genesis trophy.
It is yet again the top of the mountain achieved.
If at any point in time people tended to doubt him, he reminds everyone why he is still the best player in the world. After losing in winners finals against Mute Ace with Byleth Joker, he then proceeded to clutch a Game 5 scenario against Light to come back in the grand finals. The games were tight, but the result speaks for itself. With solo Joker, he won both games of grand finals, 3-1 against Mute Ace, winning his 5th title. Over the years, MK Leo has played in 6 grand finals at Genesis, and every time it has been a different opponent. As we mentioned, Genesis is a tournament of surprises, and how can we do a roundup without talking about Mute Ace's run in the bracket? The best US Peach has been doing work recently, qualifying for Panda Cup finals notably, but has never reached a point of the big worldwide threat. But how wrong people were. He had one of the most difficult runs and still managed to get through to grand finals, managing to eliminate Meister, A-Cola, Gluttony, Light, and beating MK Leo once. 4 wins against 4 top 10 players in the world. The 2023 season is starting incredibly strong, and we know that the competition is going to heat up even more as the year goes on. Now, it's easy to look at Genesis as a Smash event, but the third main game, which is the independent platform fighter Rivals of Aether, managing also to repeat a win just like MK Leo, the third time in a row, Cake Assault is the Genesis champion.
Get the back air and Cake Assault secures the 3-peat!
Dropping into the losers bracket after losing the winners final against Sego, he then proceeded to earn his run back. He beat Soul Rifle 2-1-1 in a Game 5 scenario and then reset Sego 3-1 and went on to win the entire tournament by securing the last set 3-0 with his Forsborn smoking the entire competition. Game in Rouen is a multi-game local event in France, and it had 26 players here for Dragon Ball FighterZ, but notably it included Yasha and Wade. And as expected, Yasha and Wade did play each other, except it was in losers quarterfinals, where Wade found the timeout win to send Yasha out in 5th place. An excellent performance from Maitre Poulet saw him send Yasha into losers before top 8 even happened. And as for Wade, he lost to Elki 2-1 in his winners semi-final. The very unexpected winners final ended up being Maitre Poulet versus Elki, with Elki winning 2-0. And on the losers side, Wade completed his run by sending Maitre Poulet out 2-0 and then wrapping up an incredibly dominant grand finals where he reset 3-0 and then again in Shin grand finals took the 3-0 scoreline to defeat Elki and take the title. Jake Ryan and Plus Frames GG hosted Kame House 2 at Riverside Game Lab in Southern California this past weekend. The 22-man Dragon Ball FighterZ bracket saw some of the strongest West Coast players show up, including Alekovic and Zane. In a repeat from Festival of Frights held at the same venue a few months back, it was those two, Zane and Alekovic, meeting in the winners final. This time, however, Zane took the win in a close 3-2 victory, showcasing some excellent reads. However, they wouldn't meet in the grand finals as a player not many have heard of, Danjol, defeated Alekovic in the losers final with his double fusion adult Gohan team. But Zane was looking way too strong on the day and he took the tournament with a clean 3-0 from the winners side in grand final as he moves towards the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Finals in March in fantastic form. Moving over to Chile now as the Hadouken Dojo Gamer Internacional Major went down at the weekend over 2 days of fierce competition. Over 180 participants showed up to show their skills in a number of titles including Guilty Gear Strive, Dragon Ball FighterZ, King of Fighters 15, Street Fighter 3rd Strike and Street Fighter 5. 3S saw Calderon take the 52-man bracket with who else but Chun-Li over Young Hu, who was switching between Necro and Q, the real hero of the weekend of course. In King of Fighters, it was the Chilean player Whip using a team of Young, Shermie and his namesake character Whip who won. Someone I'm sure is happy with her changes in the most recent patch. The Happy Chaos supremacy continued as Cloud won the Strive tournament over Atma's Ramlathal in the finals. In more top tier action, Double Fusion Lab Coat player Axel won Dragon Ball FighterZ with a solid showing. And in Street Fighter 5, one Street Fighter Grand Finals wasn't enough for Young Ho as he redeemed himself and took the tournament with his signature birdie over Ripper's Lara in Grand Finals. The Saltmine League returned in Europe for what's going to be its last season on Street Fighter 5, but the finals looked very familiar. A repeat of the grand finals from the season finale last time round saw Ending Walker and the Four Phils face off ahead of their trip to Capcom Cup, but this time Ending Walker was trying out the Cody. The Four Phils eased through winners finals and he was waiting in grand finals for the run back as Ending Walker tried his luck again. This beautiful whiff punish saw Ending's Cody get the job done and reset the bracket. And whilst he had those whiff punishes on deck in the reset, the Four Phils was ready and he closed out a win to take the first week of Saltmine League Europe's final Street Fighter 5 season. Great action ahead of Capcom Cup next month. After a long tour, the best 8 players in Benelux gathered in Brussels for the TEKKEN Benelux Championship Finals. 7 players were qualified from previous tournaments and 1 LCQ happened on the weekend, with Marlex qualifying. The best player in Belgium, Pika, had a great run, starting with Marlex and then eventually qualifying to Grand Finals after beating Netherlands' Draconis in Winners Final. Draconis then had to eliminate fellow Dutch player Art of Ace in losers, which he did 3-0, which took him to the Grand Finals. Draconis then reset the bracket 3-1 over Pika, and in the reset Grand Final set, he dominated with a 3-0 sweep to take the title as #1 Tekken player in the Benelux region. 41 players joined the weekly BlazBlue CF SaltyEU tournament this past week, and it was one of the craziest recent brackets. We saw Star, who's one of the most dominant BlazBlue players in EMEA, only manage 5th place, and a notable performance from Scotland's Red Bar, not only styling, but also sending Star to losers before they even made top 8. Red Bar ended up losing 3-2 in winners finals versus Nessica and had to play the one player who actually also defeated Star in the tournament, Sir Panda, in the losers final. The dramatic losers final ended 3-2 after Sir Panda came back with 1 pixel of life remaining, but all that drama and excitement was for naught as Nessica dominated the grand finals and took the set 3-0.
Fuzzy overhead, and that's gonna be in. Nessica takes the tournament over Sir Panda. What a run from both these players, man.
Alright, that is all we got time for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Big up everybody who gets involved as well, whether that's just liking, sharing, retweeting. All of you guys that are commenting below the videos, commenting and engaging with us on Twitter, thank you so very much. You can find us on Twitter at @reversal_GG. And if you want to find our live stream events, we've got some stuff coming up as well, then give us a follow on Twitch. It's just at @reversalGG. We'll see you later in the week for more SFL Roundup action, and I'll see you back here for the Roundup, same time next week.
Everything's gonna be alright.